We're on the scene of a commercial building fire that we responded to this morning around 05:30 a.m. and it's involving an apartment building with 12 dwelling units in it. Initial arriving units discovered an extensive fire that had extended into multiple units in the building and initially attempted an interior attack, but quickly thereafter realized that due to the extent of the fire and possible building damage, that they had to transition to a defensive fire, which means we pull all of our people and our hose lines out and protect exposures, which protected 6 of the 12 dwelling units in this building and limited the damage to light to moderate damage.
Okay, and is this an out of the norm fire for you guys, or is this something standard that you guys see all the time, or can you describe the intensity of the fire?
How I would characterize this fire is we probably get 1 or 2 of these a year. We do get a lot of apartment fires, but typically they are confined to room and contents or the apartment of origin. It's not an everyday occurrence or weekly or monthly occurrence where we would have a fire that would consume multiple units in a building that would progress to that point prior to our arrival.
And did you hear about the guy who was going around knocking on doors and letting people know about?
Right, and I wouldn't say what was reported to me, and my analysis was that it wasn't a single individual, but that it was multiple individuals, and I had reports from occupants that they were alerted to the fire by someone knocking on their door or the commotion outside of their door. And my understanding is there was occupants in the building that took the initiative to help their neighbors, but also once GPD arrived, they went into action to make sure that everyone was aware and that everyone was safe. And that was instrumental in making sure that we didn't have any significant injuries or deaths in this fire.
And this makes 2 fires, kind of big fires, in the past week or so. What kind of advice do you give to residents of Gainesville, Alachua County, about how they can stay safe and keep something like this from happening?
So what I would say, the first line of defense is going to be prevention. Just think about what you're doing and what it raises your likelihood or the potential that you could be impacted by fire. And at the end of the day, the safety net that we all depend on and everywhere we live and sleep is a working smoke alarm. If you make sure your smoke alarms are working in the event that you have an unwanted fire, you'll be alerted to it early enough to escape without injury or potentially dying in that fire. Without that, you have no protection.